Hey guys, Rujo Sumer here, and I have a Rome 2 1v1 that I played, and this is a Egypt versus Rome battle, I think. So let me show you my army real quick. I have some Egyptian slingers, one, two, three, four Egyptian slingers as my missile infantry, and for my main dudes I got a couple Hellenic Royal Guard. And for my cav, I have Ptolemaic cavalry, and has my general in it. And also in the back, I have some type of infantry, but I can't really see what it is. Yeah, just regular pikemen with my general right there. And over here, I have some light cav, citizen cav, skirmisher cav, and more light cav. I really don't remember this battle being like this, but whatever. It's probably a bugged replay. So I don't really know what my plan was for this battle. I guess it was to come up here and sort of get a ground equity with Rome. So I'm going to do a glorious cinematic view for you. You can see my whole army from here. Just like Sarah Palin could see Alaska from her backyard. See, I got most of my dudes in the forest, and on my left flank I have some scythe chariots. This might have been the first battle that I ever used scythe chariots in, but I have no clue. So I sent up some light cav to do some scouting, and Rome sent out two Praetorian cav and two legionary cav, so 4 heavy cav units straight for my light cav. But my light cav is light cav, so I ran it away. At least now I know that there were cavalry forces in there. And a good tip for this game, even though I suck at it, is make sure you're scouting, and you really got to make sure that you got to make sure of your enemy's army composition. You don't want any surprises, so that's why light cav is useful. And now I'm sending up some Ptolemaic cavalry, as well as some citizen cav, I think. No, just Ptolemaic. And seeing as how he'd be outnumbered locally, I'm sort of like getting a huge surround on all of his units. So there's some nice fighting going on here. And now he's pouring in more cavalry. So I decided to send my scythe chariots in. I don't know how effective they were. Hopefully pretty effective. So my scythe chariots did absolutely nothing, I think. Yeah, they did absolutely nothing. And now I got some more Ptolemaic cavalry coming down to attack the Praetorian cav. And I'm surrounding with my light cav while my Ptolemaic cav holds the front. I'm also shooting into the backs with skirmisher cav. Probably killing some of my own men, but whatever. And I wonder what the heck happened to my scythe chariots. They lost a unit, but they're not really making that many casualties, which is a disappointment. And over here, my infantry is set up in phalanx mode, so I'm ready to take any charges that Rome has against me. And thank goodness Rome cannot just plow right through phalanx. That was just really annoying back in Rome 1. So because he just charges straight forward into my phalanx, which is something you should definitely not do, especially a heavy, high-powered elite phalanx such as this. So yeah, there's stuff going on there. And his freaking Praetorian cav just does not die here. My Ptolemaic cav are taking casualties. And I send in some of my light and skirmisher cav and citizen cav to finish off the Praetorians. Meanwhile, I was focusing on my opponent's... he has more cavalry, auxiliary cav, So now he's trying to go for my slingers, or at least hit my back line. And right here, I'm going to do insert mode. There's a huge fight going on, not this unit. There's a lot of pressure on my phalanx right now. So let's check this out. Too many trees. So it's probably not good for my phalanx. So yeah, there's a ton of dudes fighting over here, and I got some units that were done fighting with the Romans on their sides. So I got some Praetorian Guard and Triarii. Pretty soon I'm going to turn my Hellenic Royal Guard around. I guess not. I'm just going to get hit in the back. Whatever. So now I'm starting to win the battle in some places on the infantry side. And finally, I've defeated that force of heavy cavalry. And the Roman cav went straight to my pikemen, I think. Or at least some of them got caught on my pikemen. And finally one of their units from Rome is starting to rout. And because of that, that might cause a mass rout, and finally I can start to surround on that side. And for some reason I never turned around my Hellenic Royal Guard. Just funny. But whatever. Good job, Rudra. And in the center my dudes are holding because they're a phalanx, and that's what phalanxes are useful for. And his auxiliary cav is wrecking havoc. Meanwhile, I have no idea how my pikemen are losing. But now I got my cavalry here. And I should have activated my cav. And I should have used my slingers. But at this point, this is one of the early battles I played. And this was before I knew the power of slingers and missile units. Because whenever I played this, I always thought that the missile units didn't do shit damage against, you know, the elite, heavily armored Roman units. But I did not know that after a few volleys they start taking damage, just not on the first volley. So yeah, I need to use my freaking cavalry. They're just doing absolutely nothing. So it's a desperate fight because I'm dumb. Either I'm dumb or... Either I'm dumb or my micro is actually this bad. But I doubt it. Yeah, because I have units all over the place and that makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, as you can see, I have freaking units everywhere. And that just... no. So there's still some fighting going on. And my Hellenic Royal Guard are holding the line. He really should have started flanking me. I don't know why he doesn't do that. So now I'm moving up my slingers. This is a really messy battle. Just because the trees are in the way. But finally I rout that unit. Oh boy. Is this the battle that I remember? Oh god. Yeah, this battle's long. So I finished off his troops over there, and now he's starting to reassemble his troops over in this area. So I'm just going to fast forward. This was ridiculous. I will be right back. I'm going to get some noms. And looks like I'm moving up my cavalry to harass his units as they're trying to reassemble. And I wasted a skirmisher cav. I don't know how. I don't remember the battle being this messy. And Rome still has some cavalry left, but most of my heavy cav's gone. I know most of my heavy cav was probably gone at this point. Because if they were not, then I would have made sure that I used them. Some Ptolemaic cav. And how much infantry do I have left? I have some slingers, I think. And then I have... What the heck? I have some Hellenic Royal Guard. So they're fighting, and this is really weird. I'm just gonna let you watch this for a little bit. I don't even know what the hell's going on. This is ridiculous. Whoops. So I got some Hellenic Royal Guard and some cavalry apparently. Don't remember this battle turning out like this. And I got some slingers, and I wanted to shoot at his legatus. And I think I killed his general, or at least routed his general. And meanwhile, I don't remember this cavalry being here. Because if it was here, I would have, like, absolutely pwned this. So it looks like I got a lot of men here. Got Ptolemaic Cav, got slingers, and I got Hellenic Royal Guard. This is definitely not how this battle went. I had a lot of Hellenic Royal Guard left, and just a lot of Hellenic Royal Guard versus a lot of Roman cavalry. And basically what happened in the real battle, because I know this replay is probably bugged to hell, is that he had a ton of cavalry and I had a ton of pikemen, and he had no missile units, and I think he discharged all of his pila. So what I did was I made a noob square because the cavalry could not penetrate it, and if he tried, then I could just turn my dudes around and, you know, kill his cav. And eventually we've been just at a standoff for quite some while, and I'm just killing his cav slowly, and then he quits, so it ends up being a draw. But if he kept playing, then it would have been a win. People need to accept when they lose. Like, honestly, just don't quit the battle. That's just lame. So yeah, this was a buggy as hell replay, and I'll make some more Rome 2 content. Thanks for watching. I will see you later.